Seriously, y'all, like, be so freaking for real right now. Tell me this was not the season finale. Welcome to my channel, y'all. If y'all are returning, thank you. If y'all are new here, hey, what's up? Be so freaking for real. Like, we about to get into this recap, but what the bleep? What in the entire bleep? Like, all right, let's get into it. The song intro, I love that song. I think it's called like Part of the Game or something like that. I have it in my playlist somewhere, but I love that song. I can't believe it's gonna be the last time I hear it. I know they're gonna give us a banger for Origins though, so I can't wait for that. Y'all please like, share, and subscribe if y'all enjoy this breakdown I'm about to have, because what in the entire hell. The episode opens up with Raq. She got her scarf on, just staring at the world through her rear view on some Tupac shit, grieving over, I'm assuming, Marvin, and probably just grieving the fact that now she's lost both of her brothers, and she looks so sad and so hopeless. And I don't think I've ever seen, or we've ever seen, Raq look so low. Next, we get Juke reading the letter that Marvin left for her. Why in Betsy to heavens was we not told what was in this letter? Like, I was expecting, maybe Marvin, like maybe he would do a voiceover reading it out loud as she's reading it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was one of the many missed opportunities that the writers just, for some reason, honestly, our fan theories be more fire than the fucking episodes. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I feel like Power be reaching so much for shock value sometimes, and they do their best to be so unpredictable that it shows. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? But I really wanted to know what Marvin said in that letter. And yeah, so that pissed me off. It feels so undone. It reminded me of the letter. Y'all remember before Whitney died, she crashed that interview that Brandy and Monica was doing, and she passed that note to Brandy. Y'all remember that? Like, what the fuck was in that letter? Next, we get Jarita telling Kanan she's pregnant. Says she's 3 months pregnant and she's keeping it. The first thing that came to mind was you. Second thing was, how do I know if it's mine or is it true? Like, that's literally how Kanan responded. She was like, this nigga. Like, how dare you? Like, or it could have just, never mind. I ain't gonna say that. Y'all know I don't fuck with her. But anyway, he was like, let's not act like you wasn't out here throwing that kitty cat around like a Black Friday sale. And I agree with him wholeheartedly. Listen, sometimes the things we do, even when we leave them behind, eventually it will bite you in the ass. It's either going to reward you if it was something good, or if it's something bad, that shit will bite you in the ass. Like, that's why people always tell you, kids, if you're listening out there, always be mindful about how what you do today is going to affect your future. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? All right, it's Sunday, y'all. Y'all know when it's Sunday, I be in my preacher mood. Kanan does go on to acknowledge that it does matter to him, because she like, basically, I don't know if you're going to give a fuck. I just thought you should know, okay? You're going to be a dad, all right? D-A-D-D-Y, okay? D as in David, A as in Apple. And she like, I just thought that you wanted to know, or that you needed to know. And she was like, if you want to be here, then whatever. And if you're not going to be here, then whatever. And then she go on to stroll out of the apartment. I did like her outfit though. I thought she was really, really pretty in this scene. Something about them slick ponytails, like, they eat down. You can't go wrong, and they so affordable to do. Anyway, what shocked me about this scene, y'all, I didn't even know they fucking broke up. Cause she was like, this ain't about me and I'm trying to get you back, or trying to do something pathetic to get your black ass back. I'm like, wait, Open the door, close the door. I am so confused. The last scene we saw, they was arguing, but I thought like it was just a lover spat type of thing. Like, we didn't really see them like break up. You know what I'm saying? His face ain't even healed all the way. Anyway, so apparently they not together. Next we get the two runner boys talking about Richard Gere. This was like the most random conversations anybody could ever have. Hey, did Richard Gere really have a hamster or gerbil up his ass? Like, was that a real thing or was they just high? I don't know. But yeah, I was like, okay, what the fuck was that about? Breeze interrupts their whole thought process. And he like, damn, y'all living like niggas out here. I'm trying not to be offended by that. But they were shook. So if they really did end up cooperating with the police, which I do remember when they got arrested earlier in the season, that might have even been last episode or 2 episodes ago, I don't know. I think they were going to cooperate. I don't know. But that's beside the point. Why the fuck are they outside if they're fucking rats, bruh? And then one of the dudes was like, how did you find where we lived? You own paperwork, morons. You don't think, like, as many people they got on their payroll, you don't think that would have been something that could have been found out? And why the fuck are y'all at home anyway? How did you find out where we live? Are you fucking serious? Y'all need to be out of the state for real. So Breeze, he popped both of them, and we really don't care, right? Like, we really don't give a fuck. If it wasn't for that Richard Gere conversation, I probably would have breezed like right through that. No pun intended. Next, we get Raq meeting up with Pino, and she wants him to do business with her again. And she like, I need some protection, till I get back on my good foot, till I get back on my feet. She sound like a whole nigga making excuses. I just need you, just for a little bit, just till I, get back on my feet, get my shit back in order, Cause just like it's both of ours, just keep me at your house type shit. He's the one, I forgot to mention this part, but he's the one that reveals Kanan killed Marvin, cause he like, with your own son, your own living son kills your brother. Because he was giving her like his condolences about Marvin. And so he was like, oh, you ain't know? Because he realized like the look on her face, like, but she keep her cool. But y'all ain't gonna tell me that now that she knows Kanan killed both Lou and Marvin, ain't no way she ain't drive home box in the air. Because what in the entire fuck, bruh? So then let me tell y'all what irritated me about this scene. Pino tells this long ass, sideways ass, boring ass, dusty ass story about back in the day he was a lame and Stefano had all the ladies. He turned into one of those customers that call in at your job and they just start rambling and going off into memory lane. All you asked them for was their account number. Like, he turned into like that person. But I don't know. I don't be wanting to be at work anyway, so I just let them talk, tune them out. I have mastered, y'all. I can literally look niggas in the face and be like, and not listen to a fucking word they're saying. Like, I mastered that, But anyway, so Pino like, listen, we ain't got no business together, all right? And you're a dead man walking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit it's over. It's done. Unless you want to throw me that kitty cat like it's a Black Friday sale. I was insulted for her. I really was, because I beg your whole fucking pardon. Like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Like, so of course she declines and she leaves. We know Jarita probably would have took that offer though, right? Next, We have Juke meeting with my girl Flossy. Y'all know, like, I fucks with Flossy. I fucks with her. So what? Wait a second. So y'all mean to tell me Flossy just got here, bruh, but she got to read the letter? Like, Juke, literally, the scene opens with Flossy giving the letter back to Juke because Juke was showing it to her. But it's just like, she just fucking got here. We been here all fucking season, bro. We been here for all the seasons, a lot of us, okay? But y'all gonna let Flossy read the letter? Like, y'all ain't right. Juke tells Flossy, like, Marvin said that Flossy was the only person that she could trust. And apparently that was in the letter, I'm assuming. We can only fucking assume. But it's here that Juke learns that Kanan killed Marvin. So the word is definitely floating around, y'all. Flossy, like, she ain't really even want to tell her for real. Like, I think it's best that you don't know. And Juke, like, my dad will want me to know. And you know what? I fucks with that, Juke. I feel you. Because if some foul, God forbid, ever happened to my daddy, the way I was raised in the nation, you hear me? My daddy would want me to know who the fuck did it. you feel me? Y'all, like, the fuck? I'm saved now, but, you know, I was raised in the nation. Some shit just don't leave you. Like, I love my people. Anyway, so Flossy basically tell her, word on the street, Kanan did it. She is only, like, she heard it around the block, basically. And she also tells Juke that Kanan showed up to her apartment with a gun, and that he said he was only there to talk to her about business, but she was like, I never had anybody try to have a business conversation with me by pointing a gun to my head. And Juke was like, he had his gat? And she like, She did that little nod. And the look on Juke's face, like, you could just see her, like, infuriate, but also kind of die inside. I was just surprised that they revealed it to both of these characters, because I suspected that Raq would have found out it was Kanan, but definitely not early in the episode. And I didn't think Juke would find out at all. Like, I honestly thought that Kanan would lie to her, and that would be something he took to his grave. And I thought Juke would believe it. But nope. So both of these characters now know that Kanan was responsible. So when this happened, I was like, well, shit, if Juke avenged Famous, her friend, I'm like, what the fuck we think she gonna do to avenge Marvin? I'm glad she didn't kill Flossy, though, because from the previews that they dropped on us, I was like, oh shit, Juke and Flossy, oh my god, like, what the fuck? So, but these two are friends. Next, we get Breeze and Kanan. They at the spot. Business is great. The money is flowing and going and strolling. Breeze tell Kanan, like, the white boy is out of business, so we collecting all of their life insurance. I don't know what the fuck what that was. Whatever. He told them they out of business, because I didn't follow all that shit. Kanan like, well, what about Bonnie and Clyde? I think they're giving Bonnie and Clyde a little bit too much. Well, let's move along, folks. He like, nobody talking about who took them out. Breeze like, nah, it's a mystery. Kanan should have known right then and there that it was Juke. Not that he would tell Breeze, at least not at this point. But if they talking about it's a mystery and don't nobody know, well, Kanan should be able to put two and two together about that, you know. But he should have been able to do a lot of things. But I digress. Breeze tell him, like, look, well, you know, just cause Snap and Pop gone, like, that don't change the plane. Like, your mama still gotta die on this flight. Kanan like, do what the fuck you gotta do. Do what the fuck you and your braids gotta do. So Raq meets with the feds. She's talking with Tana, and she's talking about she need full immunity and witness protection for both her and her son. So at this point, like, she's literally playing like her very last card. But I'm just like, damn, she's still trying to protect Kanan. And it was really at this point, I didn't care what happened to her, you know, because I just, and it's not that I would be like, oh, she shouldn't love Kanan no more, whatever, because I do understand unconditional love. But at the same time, like, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them, and she's still holding them, so she gotta live with the consequences of that. So, yeah, so she's playing her last card. She's asking for protection for both her and Kanan. Again, open the door, close the door. I am so confused. Next, we get Snap and Pop's memorial service, which was absolutely boring. Only thing that really about this scene that was even remotely entertaining to me was we get a guy named Lumpy or whatever the fuck his name was. He's talking to Stefano and he brings up Early Tyler. I was like, damn, I forgot all about Early Tyler. Damn. For those who need a refresher, he was the one that saved Unique. Like when Unique got thrown out into the trash, Unique called Early Tyler. Early Tyler came and got him, helped him through recovery. Marvin ended up killing Early Tyler and I guess his cousin, him and his cousin. But anywho, so, and then while I'm on the topic, that's another one that I think the writers should have used more of him. Like, I'm not saying he ain't deserve to die or he shouldn't have died, because I don't give a fuck that he died. Like, I really don't. But they could have used him a little bit more. But anyway, Lumpy, Humpty, whatever this nigga name is, he talking to Stefano and he like, look, I know that you're responsible for Early Tyler's death and you're a fucking demon and you would do anything, blah, 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 because you don't want to die or whatever. And Stefano is like, I ain't scared of dying. I just don't want to be last to die. I said, well, yes, he told him. Next, we get Juke in the bar. Why is she standing behind the bar like the club is open and she's serving drinks or something? Like, it's tables in there with chairs, ma'am, that you can sit down on. You know what I'm saying? They even got a whole ass stage in there. You can definitely sit like on the stage or something like that. Why the fuck ain't you even singing no more? But like, you ain't even singing in the shower, my nigga. Like, anyway. So she pulls Marvin's gun from underneath the countertop and she started rotating it and looking at it. And she's officially a killer at this point. Like, I'm gonna be honest, her storyline was ass this season. Like, it really was. Like, y'all cannot tell me that her storyline was just lacking, bruh. Like, she had nothing going on this season at all, like, for real. And the little shit that she did have, like, who the fuck cared? She honestly could have been left in season 4. Like, I think she was not needed for this season until maybe, like, the last episodes. Like, maybe either after Marvin's death or like the episode before his death, like when he's meeting with her and Amber, you know, because yeah, like her storyline was ass. Anyway, Pino walks up on Stefano and tells him that Raq is all his. He like, do what you need to do. I've cut ties with her. She ruined my business. Found out she also was responsible for the judge dying, which was on my payroll, and blah, 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 blah. Then Pino tries to imply that he slept with Raq, but Stefano knew he was capping. Like, he was like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. So, But I told y'all a few videos ago, I said Stefano acting like he mad at her because she won't let him fuck. Like, I knew it. I'm telling you, I knew it. But I'm doing my best to think of the episode where he really was pushing super hard up on Raq, because he really didn't push up on her, like, for real, you know? But I don't know. 2 + 2 was getting 5. So that's the only thing it had to be. Like, it had to be because you deep down, you want to fuck this bitch. But anyway, Tanner stops by to extend the immunity and witness protection to Kanan on behalf of his mom. Kanan like, look, I don't have shit to do with nothing. I don't know nothing. And moral of the story is you can get to stepping. And before Taylor leaves, he tells him, he like, your mom loves you. And she's a target, Kanan. She doesn't have long. She's trying to protect you. And you know what? This actually reaches Kanan. You know, maybe we should have gotten Tanner involved a long time ago, because it seemed like it just takes somebody who is completely unbiased and has no ties to the situation to actually get Kanan to hear them enough to listen, is how I took it, you know. But in that moment, it clicked for him. Tanner's like, you need to encourage her to take this deal with or without you, or she'll be dead in a week. Ooh, that's heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. Raq approaches Flossy, and she's like, look, I know you don't want to work with me no more, but I know that you got connections. I need you to get a word to Stefano. Flossy is like, absolutely the fuck not. I know Flossy got to be so fucking tired of this damn family. Like, who about to pop up next? Is the third cousin about to pop up? Is the great grandma about to pop up? Like, who else? Like, I know she's so fucking done with this damn family. So Raq like, white bitches always love my brother because they can laugh at him. But then when they see a bitch like me, a black woman, then shit ain't so funny no more. Flossy like, look, you are not funny. You are tragic, hoe. Move it up right the fuck along out my fucking face. I fuck some Flossy. It's like Raq be trying to still intimidate people, but girl, like, nobody gives a fuck anymore. Like, for real. No matter how fly your outfit is, like, nobody gives a fuck. Next, we have Kanan, and Kanan turns into Proposition Joe from The Wire. And he's talking to Breeze like, I got a proposition for you. What if she leaves and never come back? Breeze like, I thought you was okay with killing her. Stefano don't got no love for your moms. Kanan like, I just thought we could accomplish the same thing without killing her. Which, I mean, he got a point. Next, we get Raq talking with her attorney. And he like, look, Kanan kicked Tanner out. And Raq was like, that's because I didn't raise Kanan to be a snitch. And she's like, proud, you know? And then the attorney's like, oh, wait a minute, bitch. Hold up, ho. Y'all are in 2 totally different situations. Unlike Kanan, this is your last lifeline, bitch. So while you over there being a proud mama, you want to be one that's dead, or you want to be a proud living mama? Because, bitch, don't get it fucked up. These are 2 totally different situations. At first, I low-key thought they was going to try to pay off the attorney to set Raq up. You know you can't trust nobody. Not when you in this type of game. Shit, you can barely trust niggas in life. But it was like God gave Raq so many exes, and she was like, nah, fuck that, I'm good. I ain't going out like that. And she leaves. And I know, like, a lot of people predicted that she would go into the witness protection program, and maybe that's how Juke gets into law enforcement, and that Juke would be able to find where Raq did that. Now you see how it feels. Because guess what? I wanted to get famous death scene. I wanted to get closure on what happened to Fame and why it happened in his last moments. And I wanted to see his body. I got robbed of that. So guess what? Y'all got robbed of y'all fan favorite hell theory. No, it sucks, man. It sucks because the writers, man, this is just could have gave so much more. We get Kanan and one of his boys like, hey, Kanan, young boys want to put in work. Got some work for them? And we get young Tommy and Ghost. A lot of y'all called this one and y'all was on the money. A lot of people said we was going to get a cameo of Tommy and Ghost. So I got a round of applause to everybody that got that right. Because I didn't even, I wasn't even thinking that way. I'm just stressing over folks surviving. You know what I'm saying? But this is a nice setup, like going into Breeze. I was like, oh, Tommy and Ghost. Like, they're literally brothers. I mean, they been told us that, but let's not like everybody say that. Like, everybody say that. Oh, we like brother. Oh, we brother. That's my sister. Like, come on now. Kanan like, y'all too young. Call back. Come back when y'all ain't fucking with Happy Meals no more. I would have been like the lady from Friday. Well, fuck you, half dead looking motherfucker. Come on, Tommy. Cause fuck that. Juke is visiting Marvin at his wake. And maybe I just need to grow up and stop being so goofy. But I was watching Marvin like a hawk to see if I could catch this nigga breathing. I was like, this nigga is trying his hardest to play dead. But my silly ass would have wiggled a feather on his nose or something. Sprinkle some pepper. But the guy's like, he looked so peaceful. He said some bullshit. And Raq gave him the same look that I had on my face. Like, nigga, do you mind? So he was like, I'm going to give you some time. Yeah, do that. The fuck you talking to me for, nigga? So he walk off and she put a little dum-dum inside his suit. I was like, oh, but the fact that she's not even crying here, y'all, that's a lot to process. It's like we have officially seen the shutdown of Juke. She is internalizing everything at this point, and she's venting through her actions. She really need therapy, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. All of them do. Shit, I might even need therapy from watching this shit. Raq and Kanan meet up, and he like, oh, you want to meet here? And she like, yeah, nigga, I need witnesses. I'm like, true, right. For real. Talk about a heart-to-heart moment. Like, they had a really nice heart-to-heart that could have been had in season 4. I ain't gonna lie to you. She cleared the air with Kanan, and because Tanner had already, went up with the ball, it was easy for her to go in with the layup. You know what I'm saying? And it landed. It finally landed. And she took responsibility for everything. And that's when I knew. Her time was up. She had to give up the clock. It was just a matter of who was gonna take that bitch. But she acknowledged where she went wrong, and she blamed herself for all of it, including losing her brothers, and she was like, she can't say that she can forgive him for everything, because she was like, you took my brothers. And he was like, I'm sorry. That was my favorite moment of the whole episode. That right there. Her telling him so, I don't know, just so sad and hauntingly, like, you took my brothers, and him saying he was sorry. Easily, that was my favorite scene of the whole episode. This should have happened earlier in the season. Like, even if they didn't have this heart-to-heart in season 4, I just feel like, I don't know, man, like the writers They crammed everything into 8 episodes. If we would have gotten 11 episodes, shit like this would have had more time to breathe. You know, the build up would have gotten a little bit higher, you know, but it just showed so bad how everything is just crammed into one. But speaking of being crammed, we get Juke, she peeping at them. I forgot to say that Juke is now following Kanan, but she's hunting him. You know, following is what Breeze was doing when he was trying to get the whereabouts of the connects and shit. Juke is hunting this nigga because she wants to kill him. And again, who the fuck can argue with that, bro? Like, we all understand at this point. So anyway, first she was like in the car watching, but she done got out and she was stalking on foot. We see her like from around the bend, and she sees Raq and Kanan hug, and at that point she stands down. I mean, she could have just shot the nigga while he was hugging Raq. Anyway, Raq meets with Stefano because Kanan told her, look, I talked to Stefano, and I also like that he admitted that he didn't want her to die. But my favorite moment was definitely her talking about you took my brothers and him saying I'm sorry. That was my favorite moment of the whole episode. But he tells her, look, I talked to Stefano, and you need to go meet with him. You need to go meet with him. I was actually surprised that Raq did, because that took her to basically trust Kanan with her life, because it could have been a setup. Anywho, so she go down there, she running the Breeze, and he like, how you doing, Miss Lady? Or whatever the fuck he said. And she responded the same way I would have responded to him. Fuck you, nigga. Stefano gives her the proposition. She accepts. Again, they ain't telling us shit. So we like, all right, so I guess we just left to wonder what the fuck it is for now. Raq is visiting her mom's grave where everybody is buried. That's sick, bro. Like, that is sad. Her mama, her daddy, Lou. And she looks over and she sees Marvin's grave. And speaking of that, they showed us the wake, but why we ain't get the funeral? Rushed, crammed, like, again, like, that just further proves my point. Raq did go to visit Juke, but Juke wasn't there. I'm assuming she went to say goodbye to her, but I wonder how that would have gone if Juke was there. Like, how do y'all think that would have changed, if it would have changed anything? Because when Juke decided to stand down, her deciding to do we'll get there. So Raq drives off, and that Range Rover was nice as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was cleaned in a motherfucker. And Raq goes to the hotel. Excuse me, y'all. Raq goes to the hotel. Pino opens the door. He was just on the phone arguing with front desk about shrimp and asking them to warm shrimp up or something. And he said something about, I'm paying you $10 a piece for shrimp. Y'all know I'm really a fat girl on the inside, okay? When it comes to food, I pays attention. I'm already paying you guys $10 per shrimp. I said, what the fuck? Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck is paying $10 per shrimp? What the fuck? Definitely ain't doing that in 2026. I know. Anyway, so Raq knocks at the door, and Pino's like, looks like I'm going to get the girl after all. And Raq is like, I guess so. And nothing about that sounded seductive. Nothing of that nature sounded like she was turned on. Like, how are we getting these signs and this nigga ain't? Long story short, she pops him. And before she pops him, when she pulls the gun out, he's like, Stefano. Like, he immediately knows that Stefano put her up to that. But my question is this, Pino. I thought you said you was going to get this nigga before he got you. You done sat here and told this bald-faced lie talking about, oh, you gonna get to him before he get to you. If you know Stefano as well as you say you know Stefano, you should have been knew that he still was gonna come after your ass even when you let Raq go. So, man, get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit. Whew. So the next morning we get Raq. She packing all her shit. She got a big ass duffel bag. I don't know, Raq. You should have packed that shit that fucking night. Like your bag should have already been in that nice ass Range Rover. And after you took Pino out, you should have been out on the next thing smoking. But hindsight 50-50, I just wouldn't have been able to take that type of chance. Like, get me the fuck out now. But Juke comes in. No front door opened. You know, I understand Juke got the key. She can come in just like she walked up on her a few episodes ago and was like, I know that you didn't kill Fame, So I understand that she knows how to get in, but I just answered my own question. Maybe she opened that bitch slow. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Kanan ass, just go out and just don't close the door all the way so I can go in. That was dumb as hell. Anyway, so Juke walks in the bedroom where Raq is, and she's holding Marvin's pistol. Raq sees the pistol. She knows what time it is. She like, what's going on? I don't understand. And Juke is like, I'm sorry, Aunt Raq. And she points the gun at her, and you could tell there's no turning back for Juke. Like, she already done made up her mind. So Raq is like, why? What happened? Like, talk to me. And Juke is like, even if I tried to tell you, you still wouldn't understand it. I'm like, well, shit, go for it. We want to fucking hear it. I mean, we know why. We get it, but shit, fucking tell us. You ready to tell us in a fucking letter? Like, tell us. So Raq is like, is it about Marvin? I didn't have nothing to do with that. And Juke is like, I know. Kanan did. Or she said, or Kanan. Or maybe she just said his name or something. And Raq was like, what Kanan got to do with me? What the fuck does Kanan shit got to do with me? And then she looks over at her gap on the fucking table. Ugh. And then Juke notices that she looks at the gun on the table like, damn. That gotta sting. It's one thing if the gun was out in the living room or out there, you know, on the kitchen table somewhere, but the motherfucker is literally right there. Like, why the fuck you ain't had that gun on your fucking bed next to your shit while you packing? But I'm just paranoid, you know what I'm saying? That remind me of Boosie. Cause Boosie, he a target. That's why I keep my 40 with me, even when I'm shitting on the toilet. Like, for real, you gotta have that shit on you. But it was at this moment Raq was like, shit, fuck it. I know I can't. This is it. She like, I take my fucking chances. This is how I choose to go out. So she went, tried to go for the gun. Juke shot her. Bah! Raq like, and she turns over on her back. I still would have been trying to get that damn gun. But she turns over on her back and she sucks up the pain and she just looks Juke dead in her eyes. And Raq has accepted that this is the end. Fuck. And Juke finishes her. Pow, pow, pow. I think it's powerful when people look their killers in the eyes. It's something about that. Like, think about Juice when Bishop killed Raheem. And then he tried to rob, well, he wasn't really robbing Raheem by taking the money out his pocket, because the whole point, they was out there to rob the corner store anyway. But remember in that scene, as he took the money out of Raheem's pocket, Raheem reached for him and grabbed his arm and gave him like this death stare. There's something about that. I don't know. Maybe it's just more cinematic for me. I don't know. But we next get Kanan and Juke at the diner. And Kanan's like, bullshit. And Juke was like, you'll be finding out about it soon. And he like, why not just take me? That's the same question I had. Like, why not just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have, like, ended this nigga already. Like, the fuck? And she was like, that was the plan. But then I saw you with your mom. Like, you old stalking asshole. Fuck you, sitting up here watching me on my mama phone, nigga. So, she was like, and I wanted you to hurt like me. I wanted you to die alone. I hate that voice. Oh, I hate that shit. Look, she basically was like, look, nigga, I want you to see how it feels to feel what I feel. You took my fucking daddy, so guess what? I'm taking your fucking mama. And that's basically what the fuck she told him. And she was just like, and I'd rather watch you live. It's more satisfying to me to watch you live with that hurt than just killing you, because killing you was just too easy. And Kanan was like, I could kill your ass myself, bitch. And Raq is like, go for it. Have at it. I don't give a fuck. I sure would have pulled that damn card. You ain't gonna tell me you killed mama. I don't give a fuck if I killed your daddy or not. You ain't gonna tell me you gonna kill my motherfucking, you done killed my fucking mama, bruh. Oh, bitch, you got to fucking die. Ain't shit else left to live for, honestly. Like, I would die getting my lip back. The fuck is you talking about? But Kanan goes to the house where Raq's body is, and he just sits in the chair next to her. And her eyes are open, and her head is coincidentally pointed towards the same exact chair that he would sit in. And then it goes off. Oh, and he tells some commentary about OG Kanan at that. He tells his commentary about, this isn't just my story. This all about story. No, the fuck it wasn't. Like, I honestly feel like I barely learned shit about Kanan. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I learned more about Juke than I did Kanan shit. I learned more about Famous than I learned about Kanan. I learned more about Raq than I learned about Kanan. I learned more about Lou. Like, I can go on and on and on. I learned more about Unique than I did about Kanan. Like, no the fuck, he didn't even learn your story, my nigga. The fuck? Like, you were featured in your own fucking series. Like, how the fuck does that work? But I don't fuck with this, y'all. I don't fuck with this at all. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't fuck with this. Because even though I did predict that one of the ways Raq would die this season, first I predicted that she would absolutely die. So I'm happy about that. And one of the reasons I listed was Juke. I just think that the writers missed the mark by having Juke kill Raq, because it just made too much fucking sense. Like, nobody is mad at Juke for killing Raq. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, even if we're upset about Juke killing Raq, we don't hate her for it. You know what I'm saying? Because we literally understand the fucking thought process behind it. Like, we wanted to see either Raq go out in a blaze of bullets from Stefano or somebody, like, but Juke, I just, no, that was a hard miss. I predicted that Unique was gonna come back and save her like he did a few seasons ago, and that shit would have been fire. That shit would have been absolutely fire. But it's like the things that the writers could do, I don't, like I said towards the beginning of the video, I don't know if it's because our fan theories be so fucking fire, bro, that they don't want to do it because it's too predictable, or they want a different shock value. I don't know, but that shit, like, y'all shock value this season, it's been less than good. Like, what real shock value has there been? Like, this land is so flat for me, you know? And then the fact that we never got to see Stefano's furnace being used for death. We said all season, even back in season 4, oh, okay, we just know this is going to be the season where we finally get to see somebody get put into the furnace. No, that didn't happen. We saw my dude Taz get like his shit get burnt, but I mean, he was already dead, you know? We thought Raq was gonna go in the furnace, Marvin was gonna go in the furnace, shit. We thought Famous was gonna go in the furnace. I wasn't feeling this. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, it didn't make me swear off watching this ever again, like Snowfall, cause that season finale, I said, fuck this shit. If I would have known it was gonna end like this, I'd have never watched Snowfall at all. But y'all have an important announcement to make. I just dropped a song. It's called Out the Gate. And I'm going to be dropping more music. I'm going to leave the link so y'all can give it a listen. And I look forward to dropping more stuff with y'all. I look forward to venting more about Raising Kanan, because I'm not done. There's a lot that I gotta get off my chest. But it's like they overuse Unique and then underuse them. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, y'all, I don't know. How did y'all feel about the season finale? Am I tripping? What I get wrong? You know, how do I have this finale fucked up? Like, let me know. And I appreciate y'all if y'all stuck out to the end. I will see y'all in the next video. I'm gonna pin my song down for y'all to go and take a listen to. I'm not talking about twerking. I'm not being, hypersexual. That's not my lane. I am not that girl. So y'all, at the same time, it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? But everybody say that. I love y'all. I see y'all next episode. Bye. Oh shit, not next episode. Next video. But y'all know I will be following Origins, so don't get it fucked up.
People try to judge my walk, they act like they a Satan shit. Think I'm playing when I tell them hate and be that Satan shit. Mama love my message, but she hate to hear me cussing shit. Little does she know that ain't gon' keep me out the gate a bit. Yeah, I be rolling blunts, Ohio taught me dating shit. Trying, but sometimes I lose my patience, cause this life's a bitch. Daddy love my message, but he hate to hear me cussing shit. I can only pray that that don't keep me out the gate.